Hello there and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about my gear stats and what stats to specifically spec into in terms of what you want out of your Berserker. Now for the first 10 seconds I'm just going to go through mine quickly so you guys do not have to wait and you can just look at what you need to look at and copy them if you just want to copy something good, or you can listen through the whole video and I go in a bit more detail about each certain gear stat. So let's get to it. So the helmet, debuff resistance, I don't find that very important. Like, you're barely debuffed throughout the game, so I obviously choose revenge mode duration and exhaustion recovery. Now revenge mode duration, now you can either choose to promote either exhaustion recovery or your revenge mode duration. Now I personally choose exhaustion recovery because I don't want to keep having super long revenge mode durations. I find it kills the game a little bit and you're always relying on revenge mode, which is what I don't really want to do. So I go for the exhaustion recovery, which I find a lot more interesting because I don't want to have to keep fighting people in revenge mode. I find it a bit tedious, and as well as it's a waste of time. It's not even a challenge if you're in revenge mode all the time. Next is the chest. Well, if you execute a lot, then I suggest you go with health regen if that's what you're looking for, because I find block damage to be much more important. Now I prefer sprint speed because I like to get around everywhere quickly. I don't like to be slow when I'm fighting or getting from one objective to another, so this is why I choose sprint speed. Now talking about the arms, I prefer block damage resistance a lot more than revive speed or stamina regeneration, but I do choose stamina regeneration over revive speed only because stamina regeneration for me when I'm fighting, I want to keep up all the time. I want to regenerate quicker so I can do more damage and throw more combos at my enemy. I prefer not to spec into revive speed because I do not rely on other people on my team. So instead of getting rid of block damage resistance or stamina regeneration for myself, I will sacrifice revive speed in this case. Moving on to the right head, attack and defense I find more important than stamina cost reduction because I already have something that counters my stamina loss, and that's my stamina regeneration and my exhaustion recovery, so I don't worry about that. Defense I find more important for survival. I like to survive rather than attack, so this is why I've chosen defense over attack and attack over stamina cost reduction. Moving on to the handles, I don't worry about feat cooldowns, they're just there as a bonus. I don't like to rely on them a lot. Like, I've seen a lot of people max this out because I just feel like they can't play the game, so they need these massive cooldowns to spam as much as possible, and I just find that defeats the objective of the game. Revenge mode defense I keep to the max because there are a lot more 108s who spec into revenge mode, and obviously I want to be able to defend that as much as possible to keep myself alive. And I'd rather not have my revenge game by defense all the way to the max because I don't want to keep ticking revenge mode. I try to use that as least as possible because I see it as pretty overpowered in this game. I don't really like to rely on my revenge mode, so I don't want it ticking too much, but just enough in case I had 2 or 3 people on me. It just helps a lot in those kind of situations. Now moving on to the left head, throw distance I don't see as important. Unless you like to rely on throwing people off, then that's completely up to you. I tend to leave that out no matter what character I'm playing. Now revenge mode attack, I don't want that being to the max because I don't want to rely on the super damage that you do in revenge mode. It's just a bit overpowered and I see it as defeating the objective of having skill in this game, which is what it's all about. Now revenge game by injury, I have that to the max because if I'm fighting 2 or 3 more players and I will be getting hit a lot, that's when I can use my revenge to fight off 2 or 3 people, which keeps it fair. And it's not overpowered if you've got 2 or 3 people on you because you will have to rely on revenge mode. It's almost impossible to fight 2 or 3 people unless you're a very, very skilled player without revenge mode. So that's as simple as that. Right, so I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and found it very useful. So if you like this video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to my channel because I'll be doing a lot more videos about For Honor, and soon I'll be moving on to other games like Overwatch, Minecraft, so on and so forth. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, peace.